Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Right, well, I hope you're all doing great and you're having a good day, had a good weekend, all that kind of stuff. And Dillian Whyte, of course, on Saturday night on Sky Sports Box Office, boxed his way to an emphatic victory over Oscar Rivas. He had one hairy moment in that fight, you could say, in round number 9. But overall, he outboxed an Olympian and an outstanding amateur and somebody who is currently, or was, 26-0 in Oscar Rivas, which was a great fight. I had kittens in round number 9 when Dillian got knocked down. I thought, oh God, here we go. And I left the room, all that kind of good stuff. But ultimately, Dillian Whyte done a fantastic job. He outboxed this guy, he hurt him, and he risked his number 1 position. Now, of course, this fight was for the official mandatory position, the Intrim WBC World Heavyweight Championship. So, of course, naturally, after that win, we know that the WBC have said that Dillian Whyte can fight for the world title no later than May the 18th. Now, we know that Wilder, he's not going to give him a voluntary, which is going to be his absolute downfall, in my honest opinion, because Dillian Whyte's getting better, Wilder's getting worse. So, the longer that they leave Dillian, the more chance that there is that Wilder is going to get absolutely destroyed. But regardless of all that, regardless of how you see that fight going, ultimately Dillian Whyte, after over 600 days, has finally got what he deserves, which is the mandatory position. So Wilder, he's going to be fighting Luis Ortiz next, rumored to be November time now. Then he's going to fight Tyson Fury in February. Then he has to fight Dillian Whyte no later than May the 18th. But of course, there's probably going to be a couple of graces here and there to extend it, I'm sure. So, Dillian Whyte said that he will be fighting before the end of the year. So he will be defending his interim world title. He will be defending his number 1 position and a world title shot, okay? So I asked you guys, what kind of level of opposition would you like to see Dillian Whyte take on next? And the majority, 57%, said Dillian Whyte can fight who he wants. He's earned it. And so that's 57%, which is more combined than a top 15 rated, a bum just to keep active, and the best available. Now, we all know Dillian Whyte, he ain't afraid to step up against anybody. He will fight whoever, whenever, no problem whatsoever. He will risk his position, as he has done time and time again. What other fighter out there has been doing that? None, is there? So Dillian Whyte deserves all the praise in the world, and he has earned that right to fight whoever it is that they want. As much as we love seeing Dillian Whyte in the big fights, a lot of us have kittens. Some people believe that Dillian Whyte's overrated. I personally don't. I mean, if you look at his resume since he lost to Anthony Joshua, look at the fights that he's had. Robert Helenius only had 1 defeat on his record, which was, of course, against Johan Duapa in a fight that he was winning quite handedly, and he got caught, put out. Dillian Whyte outboxed him. Again, a former outstanding amateur. Dillian Whyte done an absolute number on him, especially when Robert Helenius was running the entire fight. He defeated an undefeated former WBA regular world champion, Lucas Brown. He defeated Dave Allen, who nearly went the distance with Luis Ortiz. 1 more second and he'd have been in the final round. But Dillian Whyte deliberately didn't stop Dave Allen, or this is what Dillian Whyte said. He wanted to show that he had boxing skills. He's also got on the resume Joseph Parker, former WBO World Heavyweight Champion, who'd only lost once before when he went the distance with Anthony Joshua for a unification fight as well. So, in addition to that, 2 fights with Derek Chisora, both of them were wars, and of course with Oscar Rivas on Saturday just gone. So Dillian has defended this number 1 position, the silver title, for a long time, and in my opinion, I believe that what Dillian Whyte should do, it's just my opinion of course, is that he should fight whoever he wants. And I believe that there should be a tall opponent. Somebody who's going to take him a few rounds, but somebody who's no great danger in my opinion. Because why risk it? This is heavyweight boxing. 1 punch can change it, okay? Even if you fought an absolute bum, that bum is a heavyweight. He's going to carry a bit of knockout power, isn't he? But Dillian being Dillian, he'll probably go fight somebody top 10 rated, top 15 rated. You know what Dillian's like. He'll probably end up choosing a Kaunaki or something like that. But in my opinion, I feel that he's earned the right to just not sit on the sidelines, but keep active, keep earning a bit of money, but go fight somebody that people don't really care to see, just to keep active, get a bit of money, and just wait for that shot with Wilder. But fight somebody tall, equal kind of height and range as Wilder. Who could that be? Who knows? Maybe, I have no idea, to be honest. There's a whole bunch of fighters out there. So I agree with most of you guys who say that he should fight whoever he wants, that he's earned it. Now, could it be that he ends up fighting Tyson Fury next? Who knows? Because I did a poll yesterday where I said to you guys, will we ever see the fight that Dillian Whyte has wanted for a long time against Deontay Wilder, as in specifically Wilder? And most of you guys said no, that Wilder will in fact either lose to Luis Ortiz or Tyson Fury. But going by your comments, most people believe that he'll defeat Luis Ortiz, but then lose to Tyson Fury. But if he loses to Tyson Fury, is there going to be a rematch, an automatic rematch? This is where the problems are going to happen. But either way, most of you guys think that a fight will happen between Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury for the WBC heavyweight world title. To be honest, I think if Tyson Fury defeats Wilder, gets that belt, we know what Tyson's like. He does the things that people don't think about, which is he'll probably vacate the belt. Not because he's scared of Dillian Whyte, but just to be difficult. Because he says he doesn't care about titles, he cares about lineal. That's what he cares about. But most of you guys think that Deontay Wilder will lose. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Anything can happen between now and then. But as far as Dillian Whyte goes, I think that Dillian Whyte, yeah, I totally agree with you guys. He should fight whoever he wants. As much as we love seeing him in the big fights, we really does. He has an outstanding resume. Bearing in mind his amateur career was virtually non-existent. He had, 5, 6, or maybe it was 7 fights actually as an amateur. Literally nothing whatsoever. And he's been learning on the job. He really has. He's improving every single fight. Every fight he has, you're seeing something different with Dillian Whyte. He's pulling out some moves that he didn't do previously. So that in itself makes it difficult for a fighter to work out how to defeat Dillian Whyte. And for example, Deontay Wilder, he cannot outbox Dillian Whyte. Now, I've been hearing, and I predicted it in my post-fight review on the night after Dillian Whyte beat Oscar Rivas. I said that most Wilder fans will be saying, well, Wilder, he's going to smooth out Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte, he got dropped by Joseph Parker. He got dropped by Oscar Rivas, etc., etc. So therefore, Wilder will put him to sleep. Well, as I said before, I'm glad that you guys think that, because hopefully Wilder thinks that too. Because I want to see that fight. I've been calling for that fight for about 2 years now, and I want to see Dillian Whyte versus Deontay Wilder, because I believe that Dillian Whyte does an absolute number on Wilder. He's all wrong for Wilder. But those of you who say that because he got dropped, well, that doesn't really matter. Deontay Wilder got dropped by Howard Scorniers in his 13th fight. What difference does that really make? It's what happens on the night. But Dillian Whyte's style is all wrong for Wilder. Can Wilder land the punch on Dillian Whyte? Can he take the punches? Because you have to remember, against Joseph Parker, while he did get dropped in the final round, that is for sure, and yeah, of course, he was hanging on. He was gassed and everything. But he had a broken rib and broken hand coming into that fight. Against Oscar Rivas, that was a flash uppercut that Dillian Whyte was off balance when he got hit with. Watch the replay. But anyway, that doesn't matter. None of that matters. I believe Dillian Whyte beats Deontay Wilder. I think that him versus Wilder is a virtually guaranteed win for Dillian Whyte. Not 100%, of course not. Deontay Wilder has that huge punch, the biggest punch in the heavyweight division, some say, which is fair enough. But can he land it on Dillian? Can he take the punches from Dillian? Dillian punches very hard. Huge left hook, massive right uppercut, massive straight right, and the body shots are deadly. Wilder is a bit too skinny to be taking those body shots, isn't he? Anyway, that doesn't matter. Fact is, you guys believe that Dillian Whyte should go fight whoever it is that he wants. He's earned that right, and I totally agree with you all. But we know what Dillian Whyte's like. Is he going to take our advice and say, listen, just go do whatever you've got to do. Don't risk it. Okay, because most people don't want to see him in there with a top 10 or anything like that. It's not that they don't believe that he can win. It's just that we like him to go into the Wilder fight fresh. That's what we like. I don't want to see him go through a wall. I don't want to see it. He has nothing more to prove. He's earned this right. So if he's going to go fight a rematch with Malcolm Tan, go do so, Dillian. Okay, go do whatever you're going to do. Don't worry about trying to appease for the box office. People don't care about that. All people want to see is you versus Deontay Wilder or you versus Tyson Fury for the WBC heavyweight world title. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next one.